Hey guys, welcome to Focus Fight Team Spring Affiliate Training. We've got all of our affiliates in town. We got a lot of out-of-towners, a lot of locals coming in to train together. It's something that we do once a year for all of our affiliates. It's a free event. It's just come in, share information and knowledge. This year's a really special year. I've actually got my coach, David Meyer, a longtime Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. He's one of the Dirty Dozen black belts. He's actually here teaching a seminar right now for free. It's totally awesome. Just what an awesome weekend. I mean, so many people, so much excitement, and
okay, come on,
a legend on the mat. So, just a quick opener. These presentations don't go lightly. They're a presentation of a commitment to training, a commitment to the team, commitment to oneself, commitment to personal growth. When I decide to give a belt is, yeah, skills are good, technical's good, still so much room to grow, but character, that's the last piece. And character has to matter because these shouldn't be just given out. They should be earned, and they should be, the people that wear these should be an example, not just of the technical skill, but of character. I would like to start today's presentation all the way from Oklahoma, John.
We actually have one more piece of business, which is in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you get awarded black belt rank for years as if you remain training. And Jeff has now been training the requisite amount of years to be recognized, and I say not awarded because he did it all himself. We're just recognizing, John Will and myself, that he's now a third-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I'd like you to give him some applause.
There you go.
Good. Thank you, everybody.
Get the hell out of here. You know, when I was talking about how good Jeff is, and that's true, all those black belts that you saw here, and really all of you are part of that because it's the laboratory that's created. You've got to have good people, and people who can train hard but not injure each other. It's a real pleasure to be here because it's noticeably different. You guys are smart, you're with it, and you're good. What's the advantage for the person passing? They've got their weight. Okay? So anytime as a defender, I can block his advantage, where I've now still got the use of my leg, but he's not applying his weight on me. I've got my advantage and I've robbed him of his. Does that make sense? Sir.
Yeah, John Morton, owner of Endurance Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Valetudo, Oklahoma City. Definitely the tribe vibe. Everybody here is so knowledgeable and friendly and willing to help out and welcoming. The coaches are amazing, the mentoring's amazing. Just a great vibe here. Well worth the drive. Hey everybody, Jerry the Magnificent here at Focus Fight Team World Headquarters. We just had an awesome seminar here with our coach David Meyer. Very, very fortunate to have greatness on the mats. I think we had 21 black belts on the mat today, and that ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Ryan Roach, owner of the Legacy Martial Arts Academy here in Hamilton, Ohio. It's the place to be. Where else are you going to go on a Saturday like this?
I'm Dan Rowe. I have a gym down in Lawrenceburg, Indiana called JiuJitsu. This is one time where I can come up and see everybody that I trained with all the years. You got to support the gym that you came from. So that's why I come up here for the affiliate training.
My name's Nick Q. My gym is Fight Lifestyle, brand new, Northwest Ohio. Every time I come down here, I got more friends and more people to roll with.
My name's Del Fuston. I'm the owner and head coach of True Grit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Indianapolis, Indiana. Heritage, obviously the lineage, the smart training, the structure, the curriculum, and then him just bringing the great names, obviously David Meyer, and it's just a chance to learn and train with legends, high-level guys, pro guys, amateur fighters, and it's just a big family atmosphere.
So when it comes to grappling, I like training with a gi, I like training without a gi, I like training heel attacks, I like training let's not do the heel attacks, I like adding in some punching, whatever. You want to be well-rounded. Does that make sense? Okay? So you might think, and you're not going to instantly be well-rounded because you might be spending a couple of years of your life going real deep on strikes. Okay? Then you'll be spending a few years of your life going real deep on something else. I mean, whatever. But in general, that's the way I think you should look at a fight. So I began jiu-jitsu as 6 years old. That would have been like 1968 in Los Angeles. But I first came in contact with Brazilian jiu-jitsu when I was teaching I used to teach at community centers. I never wanted to have it as my own business. Somebody came in and just wanted to grapple me. This big guy, a little bit mean, but I grappled him and was able to beat him, but it was hard. And asked where he'd been training, and he said he'd only been training for 3 months, which I found unbelievable. He said that he was training with this guy named Rickson Gracie, and I'd never heard of him. So I noted that, like, I should check these guys out, and I even called Rickson to take a lesson, but it was $100 a private lesson, and this was in like 1989, 90, and I'm like, no, that was like really expensive. That was like for 2 months of training. So I didn't understand yet. I still hadn't felt it. Then another student of mine came in who was a friend of mine, who had been training with the Machados, who he told me about them, and I had the same experience with him. I was able to beat him, but like he was really good. So I thought I needed to go check this out. So I went down to one of their schools, and that night the Machado brothers were not there because it was like really bad rain. They couldn't make it there, but this guy from Australia, who was one of their purple belts, who was in town visiting, a guy named John Will, was teaching that class. And so I took off my black belt. I said, oh, you're a purple belt. I'll put on a white belt. Which is a good thing I did, because after class he just whooped me right, left, and I remember saying to him, if you're a purple belt, how good are the black belts? And he said, like, you got to come back. And so like 2 days later I came back, Hagen was there, and that was it. He blew me away, beat me with his hands off, and it took about a month for me to decide to close my class. And I told everybody to come on over and start training. I put on a white belt. I knew that they were great. They were unbelievable. I thought that's what all Brazilians were like. And it took us a while because there were no competitions at that time. So people would pass through. But it wasn't until competitions happened that I started to understand, oh, okay, our instructors are not normal Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts. They are the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts. But yeah, I feel very fortunate to have had that training. And when we had 5 brothers, Machado brothers, on one mat, that was an amazing learning environment.
It was amazing, absolutely wonderful. Learned a lot from it, a lot of technique. Everything was absolutely perfect.
All right, now look. Listen, Dave, get in here. Listen, this picture's a little more aerial.